Have you ever noticed how some people only speak a few short words, and the entire room falls silent, hanging on to every syllable, while others talk for hours, yet no one remembers a single thing they said? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If your words are not better than silence, remain silent." Today, we will uncover 7 Stoic rules that will teach you how to speak with power without being enslaved by your ego. But before we begin, let me take you to a moment that changed the world. Picture Steve Jobs standing on stage before the first iPhone reveal. He paused, he stood in silence, and the whole room waited in suspense. Then, with only a few deliberate words, he shifted the future of technology forever. What was his secret? It wasn't charisma alone. It was restraint, clarity, and the discipline of choosing words with precision, deeply Stoic at its core. And that is what we will explore together. If you find these lessons valuable, join us here at the Stoic Habit. Because sometimes one insight, one sentence can change the course of a life. Rule 1. Speak less, think more. Power often hides in 3 silent seconds before any word leaves your mouth. In a world that rewards noise, remember Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we may listen twice as much as we speak. Most people rush to fill the air, afraid that silence will expose them. The Stoic knows the opposite is true. Silence reveals composure, presence, and control. When you slow down, the room leans in. When you choose restraint, your words arrive with weight. Picture this: a tense shareholder meeting. Questions fly, numbers swirl, opinions collide. Warren Buffett sits, quiet, attentive, unfazed. He lets a question land. He waits just a beat longer than feels comfortable. Then one clean sentence, no jargon, no performance. The mood shifts, the crowd exhales. That's not charisma alone, it's disciplined timing. It's the courage to think before you speak. Here's your practice. Breathe in, count 3, then decide. What is truly being asked here? What is the simplest, truthful answer? What outcome do I want this sentence to create? If you can't see it yet, don't speak yet. Silence is not absence, it's alignment. Because hurried speech is leaky. It spills emotion, exposes insecurity, invites regret. The quickest path to weakness is the urgent need to reply. Careers have collapsed over a single hasty sentence. Leaders lose trust not through ignorance, but through impulse. Meanwhile, the strongest communicators often win with one measured line, precise, grounded, impossible to misread. Adopt the 3-second shield. Inhale, 2, 3. Let the first impulse pass. Choose your aim, clarify, commit, or close. Then deliver one line that moves the room forward. Try this in your next conversation. Allow the other person to finish. Then let silence sit for a heartbeat. You will hear subtext you would have missed. You will notice what matters, not just what was said. And when you speak, people will listen. Because you clearly weren't scrambling to be heard. You were preparing to be understood. Make this your inner vow. I don't react, I respond. I don't fill space, I create direction. Hold that 3-second power. Guard it. Use it. And when you're ready to speak, speak once, speak clearly, and stop. Next, we sharpen the blade. How to choose words that cut through noise like a lens, not a spotlight. Rule 2. Choose words like a blade. Words can heal, and words can destroy. That's why the Stoics treated speech like fire, useful but dangerous when uncontrolled. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, let your words be few, but straight to the point. In our age of endless tweets, comments, and speeches, the rarest thing is precision. Most people drown their message in excess. They ramble, they decorate, they exaggerate yet leave no impact. The Stoic, on the other hand, aims for clarity. Every sentence is weighed, every word a choice. Think of Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg. Thousands of soldiers had died, Leaders before him gave long speeches, hours of rhetoric, swollen with grandeur. Lincoln stepped forward and spoke for less than 3 minutes, just 272 words. And yet those words reshaped America's identity, carved into history forever. Why? Because each word was chosen like a blade, sharp and necessary. Nothing wasted. Now compare this to politicians who stumble into disaster because of one careless phrase. One unguarded word spread across headlines can end a career. Stoicism teaches us, speech should never be impulsive. Words must pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Or at least useful? Here's your practice. Before you speak, ask yourself, does this add clarity or just noise? Does this align with reason or with ego? If this were my last sentence remembered on earth, would I be proud of it? Seneca once warned Lucilius that endless debates over words are wasted time. Better to speak less and speak with integrity. Because language, at its core, is not about showing cleverness. It is about guiding action, shaping thought, and honoring truth. Imagine 2 leaders in negotiation. One talks endlessly, exposing weakness, trying to fill the silence. The other waits, then strikes with a single sentence that decides the deal. Who really had the power? Not the one who spoke most, but the one who chose words like arrows. Make this vow: my words will be few, but they will cut through noise. My speech will never serve vanity, it will serve truth. Next, we confront the 3rd rule, the art of silence itself. Because sometimes the strongest voice is no voice at all. Rule 3, know when to say nothing. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. The Stoics believed that silence can speak louder than 1,000 words when it is deliberate. In moments of tension, the person who controls their tongue controls the entire room. Picture this: 2 rivals in debate. One lashes out words flying like arrows, emotions spilling everywhere. The other stands calm, silent, letting the storm pass. The audience feels the weight of that silence. It's not absence, it's presence without interference. History gives us countless examples. Think of Mahatma Gandhi. His silence during fasts shook an empire. He didn't need fiery speeches. His restraint itself became a roar across nations. Or consider modern leaders. The most respected CEOs often pause longer than expected before answering. That pause unsettles critics and commands attention. Silence cools the flames of conflict. In an argument, words thrown too fast only add fuel. But a pause, 3 steady breaths, can extinguish the fire. Silence creates space for reflection, for hidden truths to rise, for emotions to settle. It makes you an observer rather than just a participant. Here's your practice. The next time someone finishes speaking, resist the urge to jump in. Wait 3 full seconds. Notice how your chest tightens, how your mind wants to fill the gap. Let the silence stand. Often, the other person will reveal more, something deeper, something unguarded, and when you finally speak, your words land with twice the weight. Remember this: people forget speeches, but they never forget presence. And silence, held with confidence, becomes unforgettable. So do not fear the quiet. Use it, guard it, let it be your ally. Because when the world rushes to speak, the one who waits wins. And that brings us to the next Stoic rule: speaking from inner clarity. Because words only carry power when they rise from a calm and ordered mind. Rule 4. Speak from inner clarity. Clarity is strength. Confusion is weakness. The Stoics knew this. Words only carry weight when they rise from a mind that is steady, calm, aligned with reason. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. That's the core of clarity. When your thoughts are ordered, your speech is ordered. When your inner world is chaos, your words stumble, scatter, and betray you. Picture Nelson Mandela walking free after 27 years in prison. He could have spoken with bitterness, with anger, with vengeance. Instead, his words carried forgiveness and vision. Why? Because before he opened his mouth, he conquered the storm inside. His clarity built trust, not only in his people, but across the world. Most of us do the opposite. We speak from impulse, frustration, fear, excitement. We promise what we can't deliver. We lash out with words we regret. We overshare just to ease tension. The Stoic way is different. Emotion may inform you, but reason must lead you. Here's your practice. Before entering any important conversation, take 1 minute to strip your thoughts down. Ask, what is the truth here? What outcome do I want? What value am I protecting? Write it in 1 or 2 sentences, then carry that clarity into the dialogue. When you do, people feel it. Your voice steadies, your tone softens, your words become simple, clean, undeniable. Whole empires have fallen because leaders spoke from fear instead of clarity, and entire nations have risen because one person spoke with calm truth. So make this vow: my emotions may color my words, but they will never command them. My clarity will be my compass. And this leads us to the next rule, the heart of Stoic speech: integrity, because clarity without honesty is only manipulation. Integrity makes your words unshakable. Rule 5. Speak with integrity. Integrity is the backbone of Stoic speech. Without it, clarity is manipulation, eloquence is deception, and silence is just a mask. But with it, your words become unshakable. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." Integrity means your words and your actions match. No double standard, no hidden agenda, no convenient lies. Think of Abraham Lincoln. They called him Honest Abe for a reason. In debates, he refused to twist facts just to win applause. Even when the truth cost him votes, he spoke it anyway. And that honesty gave his words authority far greater than charm ever could. People might disagree with him, but they trusted him, and trust is the real currency of influence. Contrast this with modern leaders who say one thing in public and another behind closed doors. Their reputations crumble because words without integrity collapse under the weight of time. Here's your practice. Run every sentence through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it aligned with my values? If the answer is no, let the words die in silence. Better to lose a moment of comfort than to lose your character, because every lie, every exaggeration, every false promise chips away at your own self-respect, and people can sense it. They may not know exactly why, but they can feel when words are hollow. They can feel when someone is performing instead of standing firm. Entire careers, entire empires have fallen not from a lack of talent, but from a lack of integrity. Yet one voice, grounded in truth, can steady a nation. So make this vow: my words will reflect the same values in private as they do in public. I will not bend reality for approval. I will not flatter for gain. When I speak, it will be with honesty, even when honesty is costly. And that takes us to the next rule, adaptability. Because strength in speech is not only about standing firm, it's also about knowing how to bend without breaking. Rule 6. Adapt without compromising principles. Rigidity breaks, flexibility endures. The Stoics understood this balance. Adjust your tone to the moment, yet never sell your soul to please the crowd. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." That's the anchor. Around it, you can shift, adapt, translate, but the anchor never moves. Picture a skilled sailor. The winds change, the seas grow violent. He shifts the sails, he angles the rudder, he moves with the storm, but his destination stays the same. That's Stoic adaptability in speech. Look at Jeff Bezos. With engineers, he speaks in technical detail. With investors, he shifts to strategy and numbers. With the public, he simplifies to vision and customer obsession. Different words, same principle. His message bends in form, but not in truth. Here's your practice. Before you speak, scan the room. Ask, who is my audience? What do they value? What are they afraid of? How can I frame the truth so it lands without distortion? Adaptation is not weakness, it is wisdom. But beware, adaptation without principle is manipulation. To change your delivery is strength. To change your core message for applause is betrayal. Harsh truth spoken carelessly can wound, but gentle truth, spoken with timing, can transform an enemy into an ally. The Stoic never uses truth as a weapon, they use it as a bridge. So make this vow: I will adapt my tone, my pace, my language, but I will not compromise my values. My words may bend with the wind, but my compass remains fixed on truth. And that takes us to the final Stoic rule of speech elevation. Because the highest power of words is not to impress, but to lift the conversation itself. Rule 7. Elevate the conversation. The highest purpose of speech is not to win arguments, but to raise the level of dialogue itself. The Stoics refused to waste their breath on gossip, slander, or petty complaints. They saw every exchange as an opportunity to bring reason where there is confusion, calm where there is anger, and clarity where there is noise. Seneca warned, "Associate with those who may make you better, welcome those whom you can make better." That applies not only to friendships, but to conversations. If words don't uplift, they erode. Picture Oprah Winfrey. She built an empire not on shouting matches or empty chatter, but on guiding conversations upward. She asked questions that revealed hidden truths, shifted perspectives, and left audiences thinking long after the cameras turned off. That's the power of elevation. Here's your practice. The next time a discussion slips into negativity, resist the pull. Instead, drop one question that opens the floor. Ask, what lesson can we take from this? What solution matters most right now? What value are we protecting here? Notice how the energy shifts. Instead of spiraling downward, the conversation gains direction. Instead of blame, it produces clarity. Entire relationships, teams, even nations have collapsed under small talk, rumors, and blame. But one person, just one who speaks with intention, can pivot the dialogue and alter the course of decisions. So make this vow: my words will not drag others into the mud. My voice will lift. My speech will plant seeds of reflection, not thorns of resentment. When you master this, you no longer speak to impress. You speak to transform. Your words become a steady fire in a dark room, quiet, but impossible to ignore. And that is the Stoic way of speech: to speak less, to choose words like a blade, to know the strength of silence, to speak from clarity, to stand on integrity, to adapt with principle, and finally, to elevate every conversation you touch. Conclusion. These 7 rules are not just about how you speak, they are about how you live. Remember this: you are not here to impress, you are here to influence. Real power doesn't come from volume or cleverness. It comes from inner stillness, integrity, and presence. If you're ready to train your voice and your character the Stoic way, subscribe to The Stoic Habit and share your vow below: I choose to speak with strength, not with ego.